I have brought an important video for you today.
It's amazing what tariffs will do for General Motors and what the election has done. They're doing great. General Motors is doing fantastically, the best year they've ever had. And I won't get into it, but there's a reason. We've been very good to General Motors. And the rest of the world doesn't love me, but that's okay.
First, take a look at what President Trump just said. You heard that clearly. President Trump praised General Motors, said the company is doing fantastic, and then ended with a powerful statement. The rest of the world doesn't love me, but that's okay. It's called America First. But millions of Americans are now asking a much more personal question. President Trump, when will America First start helping the people who are still waiting for the promised $2,000 tariff dividend check? Before we go any further, press the like button so this message reaches more seniors, disabled Americans, and struggling families who deserve honest answers. Now, let us be fair about what President Trump said. If General Motors is growing, earning more money, protecting American jobs, and manufacturing more vehicles inside the United States, that is good news. No reasonable person wants an American company to fail. A stronger General Motors can mean more factory jobs, more work for American suppliers, stronger local communities, and better opportunities for working families. That is a real benefit. But corporate success tells only one part of the American story. The people surviving on Social Security, SSI, and SSDI are not waking up every morning wondering how much profit General Motors made. They are waking up wondering whether they can afford breakfast. They are checking their bank accounts and asking whether there will be enough money to pay the rent. They are standing inside pharmacies, looking at the price of a prescription, and deciding whether they can afford to take that medicine home. They are calculating the cost of transportation before scheduling a doctor's appointment. They are looking at grocery prices and putting basic items back on the shelf because their monthly benefit simply does not stretch far enough. That is the reality politicians cannot ignore. Because America First can not only mean that a large American corporation is doing well, it must also mean that the American people can afford to live. A company can announce record profits. The stock market can move higher. The government can collect billions of dollars through tariffs. Politicians can stand in front of American flags and describe the economy as a success. But corporate profits do not directly pay a senior's rent. They do not automatically fill an SSI recipient's refrigerator. They do not purchase medication for a disabled American. And they do not answer the question millions of people continue to ask about the promised $2,000 tariff dividend check. President Trump previously presented the idea of returning some tariff revenue to middle and lower-income Americans. That immediately created hope. For a wealthy person, $2,000 might not seem like much money. But for someone living on a limited monthly benefit, it could change everything. It could cover overdue rent. It could pay utility bills before the electricity is disconnected. It could purchase several months of groceries. It could repair the car someone depends on to reach medical appointments. It could help pay for dental treatment, hearing aids, prescription drugs, or other expenses that insurance may not fully cover. That is why struggling Americans have not forgotten this promise. They are not waiting because they want free money. Many of them worked and paid taxes for decades. Many are now too old to return to full-time employment. Others are living with serious disabilities that prevent them from earning additional income. They are waiting because the cost of survival has risen faster than their benefits. And now July 2026 is almost over. People do not need another vague statement about what may happen in the future. They need clear answers. Is the $2,000 tariff dividend still being pursued? Will Congress be asked to approve it? Who would qualify? Would Social Security, SSI, and SSDI recipients be included? Would there be income limits? And most importantly, when could a payment realistically arrive? At this moment, Americans must understand one uncomfortable truth. The $2,000 payment is not approved money. There is no confirmed nationwide payment date. There is no final eligibility system. And there is no reason for anyone to spend money, borrow money, or delay important bills because they expect this check to arrive soon. A promise is not a payment. A political idea is not a law. and tariff revenue does not automatically move from the federal government into the bank accounts of American citizens. That is exactly why President Trump's latest comments raise an even bigger question. If tariffs are producing such strong results, and if American companies like General Motors are benefiting, when will struggling Americans receive a direct benefit? Not a theoretical benefit. Not a promise that may become real years from now. A direct benefit that helps people afford food, rent, medicine, transportation, and electricity today. Of course, sending payments is not as simple as making an announcement. The government must consider congressional approval, inflation, federal spending, eligibility requirements, and the source of the funding. But complexity is not an excuse for silence. Leadership requires clarity. If President Trump still supports the $2,000 tariff dividend, his administration should explain the next step. If Congress must approve it, say that clearly. If the payment amount has changed, tell the American people. If only certain households would qualify, release the proposed income limits. And if the plan is no longer realistic, Americans deserve to hear that truth directly. Keeping vulnerable people waiting without clear information is not a serious policy, because these people are not just numbers on a government report. They are seniors counting every dollar at the grocery store checkout. They are disabled Americans postponing health care because they cannot afford the remaining cost. They are widows trying to survive after losing a spouse and a major part of their household income. They are SSI recipients who can be pushed into a financial crisis by one unexpected repair or medical bill. They are retired workers watching nearly their entire monthly benefit disappear into housing, food, Medicare premiums, utilities, and transportation. So yes, we should celebrate when General Motors succeeds. We should support American manufacturing. We should welcome new factories, stronger supply chains, and jobs that allow American families to build stable lives. But America First must go further than that. It must include the Americans who are too old to work again. It must include the Americans whose disabilities prevent them from earning more. It must include the people who depend on Social Security, SSI, and SSDI to survive every month. These people may never buy a new Corvette. They may not own General Motors stock. They may never stand beside the president at a factory event. But they are still America. President Trump says the rest of the world may not love him, but his policies are about putting America first. Now seniors, disabled Americans, and low-income families are asking him to prove that they are also included in that promise. Because the real test of America First is not only whether a major corporation is making more money. The real test is whether ordinary Americans can afford to eat, remain in their homes, purchase their medication, and live with dignity. And as millions continue waiting for a clear update on the proposed $2,000 tariff dividend, the question is becoming impossible to ignore. Will struggling Americans finally receive a real plan, clear eligibility rules, and a realistic payment date? Or will they continue hearing about record corporate success while the relief they were promised remains only a promise? Thanks for watching Social Security Post, and I'll see you in the next video.